All right, my friends, episode 4. Who's next this season? Who's getting wiped out? Is it Man United again? Have they just said, like, we got this. You can wipe us out all you want. We're just going to keep winning the league. Or is someone finally taking the league from them? Let's just go Premier League because defending champions, Tottenham. Alrighty, let's go back and look. How close was it? Oh, a point to Man City. Liverpool there. United finally took a drop. So they won the league 2 years in a row, got wiped out twice, and now dropped to 4th. Chelsea were in 7th last season, have dropped to 9th. Arsenal to 11th. Man United, I mean, considering that we wiped them out and then they went back and won the league again, 4th is not half bad, right? Like that's a little bit of a dent. Doing some damage to him, but Chelsea now dropping again from the season before, right? 7th to 9th. Arsenal from 4th to 11th. 46 points. Okay, so now I think we're starting to see the damage being done, not financially, but the reputation. The finances, I mean, they're able to sell enough players is what I think is happening, is they're selling enough players because they want to leave the club because of the reputation, but they can't turn around and spend it. That was Chelsea's problem. They had like 220 million pounds, and it was because they couldn't buy anybody. And I just realized I've got to change it back to pounds here just a second. But let's go look at Man United. Okay, let me change it to pounds. It looks like we've had a managerial change, my friends. Mourinho left this season sacked because why? Because they weren't going to win the league? Maybe you said they were going to win the league? Like, they're still in the Champions League spots, right? Am I crazy in thinking that? Top 4? Okay. Paolo Vanoli. If you're not familiar, he was just a regular old coach at Chelsea, and they went to Man United under 18s, and he's just now taken over. But like, he's full on taken over, I guess. He's got a contract and everything. It's not like he's an interim. Kind of an interesting decision, right? Italy under 19s, Italy, Chelsea, Man United. Boom. I guess he's familiar with the players. Maybe they're gonna go youth. They're gonna bring players in from the youth. Maybe that's what's going on. All right, let's look at the transfers here. All right, let's go back to last season. Oh, 155 million, and that's after 46 million, but they spent 177 the year before. Okay, so that's a bit of a turn. It's interesting that the second year that we wiped him out, you didn't see the big jump in transfers. So they bring in essentially 50 million. Really 2 big signings and 2 small signings, right? And then they sold Luke Shaw, 5 million. Oh, okay, 48.5. Oh, wait, I'm missing Paul Pogba right there to PSG, 85 million. Okay. Odriozola for rising to 64 million potentially. Phil Jones still getting sold for 8.25. Jesse Lingard, interesting, going for 4.7 to Everton. Nick Tomashay, I thought it was Tomashay. Scott McTominay. I can't get that out. I can't get it out. But Paul Pogba. Wow. When was I guess the contract went in. I guess we can't see when he was transferred. So Pogba and Odriozola are the massive ones, really. But 155 million out, okay? And then they've sold 24K and they've got 8 million spent. So reputation has now really taken a hit. Interesting. I'm trying to figure out how this works. Reputation is at 3,064. I want to say it was in the 4,000s last time because they won the league 2 years in a row. So it's dropped. And they've got 206 million in the bank, 113 million in the transfer budget. Again, going back to maybe with that regional reputation, it's preventing them from buying anyone. Anybody unhappy? Everybody else is like, hey, I'm pretty good, I guess. That's curious. So nobody's like wants to leave. I guess David Blend is listed considering his options. Well, your options are your listed mate. Okay, let's go back to the Premier League. Make sure I'm looking at the correct season. Okay. All right. Let's go check out Chelsea and Arsenal. Oh, the drop-off is severe. New manager. He resigned. He wasn't sacked. He just quit. And it's not because he was going someplace else. Okay. All right. I mean, it's been 17 days, I guess, so fair enough. Or a month. I guess a month. They took a minute to put in... Oh, he's not an interim. He's the actual... From Brentford to Chelsea. I'm sure the Chelsea fans would love that. Let's look at their reputation, because their regional reputation. 2869. They have 508 million pounds and 194 million pounds in transfer budget because they cannot spend it. They must have had more outs. 20 months. No, they actually, that's okay. So they had the season, we already saw this, where they sold 74 million and brought in 17, and now they've brought in 60, but I mean, sold half of it, so not great news, but Batshuayi, yeah, I was like, wait, he was with Chelsea. Okay, interesting. So did they sell him on for profit? Let's look at that. I'm just kind of curious. Wait. No, they significant loss. Let's just put it that way. But no Paul Pogba's in the group. Maybe it's because they're already all gone, you know. Dendonker for 37.5. Moreno for 5.5. Severovic for 8.5. Oh, there's some bids in. So they could have some more outs happening. Just looking to see, you know, they still got some familiar names in there, but that is really surprising, especially because they brought in 60 million and sold 30, right? And then Cardiff Met Uni, they picked up a Cardiff Met Uni player. Amazing. Lee Lynch. Oh, look at, he's a stud. I guess he's got good potential. And they've sold 15.75, 15 and a quarter of that being Kurt Zuma. So, will the damage continue for Chelsea? Now, this is what, it's not what I was hoping would happen, you know, from a it would be being the finances causing the problem, but this is the reputation, I think, causing the problem. And let's find out what happened at Arsenal. My goodness, he still got his job. They finished 11th, lads. You're paying a man £32,500 a week, and he finishes 11th and isn't sacked. Things have changed, and like, you know, expectations maybe have changed. Let's go see what's happened. Okay, a fairly even year. 35.5 out or in, and 32 million out. Mustafi being 23 million of that. That's the big one. And then the ins, who's the big one? Okay, 13 million. And then they bought Phil Jones. Oh, I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that. I'm sorry. But again, maybe it was, you know, the year, you know, after they got wiped out, they sold 99 million. So you take 99 million pounds of players off the pitch, and that impacts you greatly the next season and drops you to 11th. Alrighty then. That's not what I meant to click. So let's just go back and kind of review, right? So Arsenal wins the league. Wiped out. No. Did we wipe them out twice? Am I blacking out on that? Yes. Okay. All right. Fair enough. I completely forgot that. Okay, so we wiped out Chelsea, 6th. Arsenal, 6th. Okay, so Man United wins. Comes back. Chelsea drops to 7th. Arsenal recovers to 4th. Man United drops to 4th. Chelsea dropped to 9th. Arsenal dropped to 11th. Tottenham, my friends. It is time to wipe out the Spurs. The Spurs. I'm not going to take over Man U to look at the finances in greater detail because I think at this point it's obvious. It's sponsorship and TV money is what's keeping them afloat. So kind of is what it is. So let's go look here. 82-45. That's gonna hurt. That's oh yeah, you can't do 0. You gotta do 1. Okay. And they've got just a little bit of money, you know, a spot of cash. 75 million in the bank. And what is that? 19 million in transfer budget. Tottenham has been officially wiped out. I would love to know your predictions, my friends. What is going to happen this season? Will Chelsea fall below 9th? Will Arsenal rebound? Will Man United drop out of the top 4, you know, the big 6 clubs? Actually, and I didn't even look to see who actually made it. Let's look here. Man City, Liverpool, Man United, and Wolverhampton Wanderers, my friends. Daryl from the Total Soccer Show will be thrilled. Stoke up to 6th. Watford in 7th. What is happening in the Premier League? All right, Ipswich Town came up and went down as well. Okay. And we're going to take a look at one more thing here. Look at the award winners. Okay, Player of the Year. Exciting. No shocker. Lloris, okay. Okay. All the usual sus could really drop down box. You're killing me. Okay. All the usual suspects. Tottenham with a youngster. Nice. This is the youngster that was sold. I mean, quote, youngster. 24. Dele Alli. Top goal scorer in the Prem. 19 goals. Followed by Andon and Dembele. Who's with Southampton. Manager of the Year. Wolves. Yeah, I think that's fair. That's fair. Okay. I guess that was Player of the Year was De Bruyne. And the Team of the Year. Man United, Tottenham. I mean, it's all the usual suspects. Dominated by Tottenham. I mean, when you win the title, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Not complaining. Not complaining. But I'd love to get your thoughts on Chelsea, Arsenal, and Man United, and obviously Tottenham. What do you think is going to happen? This has taken a different turn, and I'm kind of excited because it's mixing things up. So we'll see you next time, episode 5. We'll see how Tottenham gets on with no money in the bank. Have a good one. Check out this stuff over here and up there. We'll see you next time, my friends. Have a good one.